with a rich series of cultures, genuine characters, and more mission variety than any other game in the series. The combat is challenging and thoughtful, and there are enough different weapon types and enough enemy variety to keep you thinking. The RPG elements encourage challenges of their own, and even despite a handful of bugs, I desperately want to keep playing.
A handful of bugs? What a shitload of fuck. All right, Assassin's Creed Origins has dropped. The embargo has been lifted, and we're able to talk about it. I did a stream a couple days ago playing the game. I got about 6 to 7 hours in the game right now, and the game is being praised across the board. People are saying it's amazing. Game of the year contender. And I gotta say, watching the IGN review and seeing them give it a 9 out of 10, and watching these other people give it 5 out of 5 perfect scores, there is no fucking way that I could sit here and tell you guys that this game is a game of the year contender. There is no way I could give this game over, if I were to give it a score based on what I've played so far, which from what I hear, you can finish the campaign in about 10 hours. So I'm almost there if you're just doing the main story. I couldn't even give this game a 7 out of 10. GameSpot came out and they gave it a 7 out of 10. Now, a lot of you guys are going to argue arbitrary review scores, but this is the reality. People want to know what these reviewers think, and it is unreal that they were playing the same version that I was. Now, granted, I didn't have the day one patch because I played it 2 days before the game launched, so these issues that I had might have been alleviated, but I'm focusing on the fact that what I played was fun at times, wasn't the worst game in the world, but the lack of polish on a game that they've taken 2 years of Ubisoft resources and dev time, and they revamped everything. They added RPG elements. They made the map super big, but the game is just so fucking unpolished. From the AI to the combat to the story itself, it is mediocre across all spectrums except for maybe graphics and the environment detail itself, because both of those were absolutely stunning. Like, the game looks really good. I was having some optimization issues on the higher quality levels, so I had to drop it down, and we were running a little bit lower settings just to get that frame rate for the stream. And yeah, the game still looks decent. Like, the character animations are chunky at times, and the face animations are a little bit brutal, but the fact that the AI is so bare bones, at least what I played of it, I'm sitting here laying in hay bales trying to hide. I just did a test on stream just to whistle to one of the AIs that were walking around. They all come and they're getting stuck on walls. They're trying to shoot me through the wall, and then eventually it took like 6 or 7 of them to actually figure out how to kill me when they all just pile in one area and start shooting from there. Yeah, just kill me.
Setting fire to the beacon! Rip you to shreds. That's it. Die.
Oh, fucking dead. Oh, there you go. There you go. You're learning. This bitch doing a moonwalk.
You're dead.
You guys shouldn't be celebrating, okay? Holy fuck. I had bow and arrow shots coming out of the back of enemy AI's heads. They were looking the exact opposite direction, still shooting the arrow out of their back and hitting me dead on with it. Aims over... What the f... What are we playing? This dude shooting arrows out of his fucking face. He's sniping some fucking merchant selling shit on the sidewalk. And it literally, it comes out of his fucking back. The game just lacks polish so fucking much, and it actually blows my mind that we're sitting here saying they took an extra year. Everybody's been waiting for the return of Assassin's Creed. It's a revival, guys. They're going back to their roots. It's origin, but they're changing the game. It is a mediocre experience. There was a couple of times where I was playing through the story and you get moments where you're actually having fun. You have to go into a bathhouse and you have to assassinate somebody, and just the change of pace from desert fields all day, it was nice. It was kind of cool. You had to jump around, climb on the ceilings, drop down, kill a dude in the tub. I thought it was pretty dope. Moments like that are really awesome. The overarching story, not to spoil anything, it's so like I can't even, like, it's there, and you're piecing together memories and killing these dudes because they kind of killed your son in a way, but it's just a revenge story at the end of the day. And the interactions between characters a lot of the time so far for me have just been kind of awkward. The voice acting is like so void of life that it just feels like they hired people off the street, brought them in, and just like, here, $50, read these out, Microsoft Sam it, and move the fuck on. To be honest with you guys, I'm not impressed. Like I said, not the worst game in the world. There are moments where, pretty cool, you're riding a camel and you're slicing motherfuckers while you're running by. Super sweet. The combat, for the most part, clunky, but it works. Like, if you're talking about hack and slash, like gameplay, it does work. It gets pretty repetitive after a while. Hitting space to dash. Obviously, I'm playing on mouse and keyboard. Space, you're dashing around, you're slicing people. Sometimes it feels cool. Other times it's kind of just like, eh. The RPG elements they've added, I do enjoy the fact that you can get different weapons, different arrows, and different bows and stuff like that. The bows are actually the biggest change for me. I use the scimitar swords, so they're just curving and slicing people's necks. But I like the fact that when you change bows, it actually fires the arrows in different configurations. So you have, I was using one where I could just rapid fire, so it's like almost like an automatic rifle. And then I switched and I realized that instead of firing rapidly, I could fire 4 at a time. But I realized the spread is so brutal, and I'm only, like, the way I play, I'm only fighting 1 to 2 guys at a time, so I'm wasting arrows, wasting ammo. So that kind of gameplay change, very cool to see. But the fact that all of these major journalists are just dismissing the fact that there is just major AI issues and just major lack of polish in the game, I'm actually surprised that GameSpot came out and gave the game a 7. I really fucking am, because I was sitting here and I was thinking I could give this game a 6. It's not the worst game in the world. I'm hype as fuck right now because I'm seeing all these people just completely skip the fact that it is a unpolished AAA experience that has microtransactions. You know, no mention of that. I'm seeing 5 out of 5s, 9 out of 10s, 4 out of 5s, no mentions of microtransactions. You guys want to get into the microtransactions of it? So about a month ago, people were questioning the fact that there might be microtransactions, loot boxes, and all this stuff. So Assassin's Creed, it does have microtransactions, and it does actually have loot boxes. But wait, loot boxes can only be purchased with in-game cash, guys. We're not trying to rip you off, but if you go to the store, you can buy in-game cash. What? And in before all the people in the comments saying, yeah, it's completely optional. It doesn't change gameplay in the slightest. Get the fuck out of here if you actually believe that that is the case. I remember a time when the loot boxes and the microtransactions were coming out, but they were only in the multiplayer side of things, and people were like, well, it doesn't affect the single player campaign and it's only cosmetics, so we don't have to worry about it. And now it seems every fucking time you buy a new single player game, there's microtransactions for cosmetics, for things that people aren't even gonna see in a game that can be beaten in 10 fucking hours, and then you do the side quests. And it's weird, I'm reading through all of these reviews, I'm looking at IGN's, I'm looking at Polygon's, Games Radar giving it 5 out of 5, and nobody's talking about this shit. They're just saying how fucking great this one is compared to other Assassin's Creed, and how it's such a fresh take on the series. But it's just different, and it's not necessarily a good different. Obviously that's subjective. I think a lot of changes they've made are pretty cool. I think they could have been made a long time ago and people would have enjoyed them even more with the gameplay that the old ones offered. But the fact that nobody's talking about the AI issues, the incredible lack of polish on almost everything, blows my fucking mind. A lot of people have been asking my opinion, and that's that. It's not the worst game in the world, but goddamn, you take an extra year to make something and make it right for the fans, and that's what you give. I'm not fucking impressed. And it seems lately, talking about opinions on the internet when it comes to video games with fanboy culture surrounding it, it's very tough to not be impressed about something. You either give something a fucking 10 out of 10, or you will have fanboys just absolutely attack everything about you. But fuck it, I'm not impressed, not by the fact that these people enjoyed it. If you enjoy it, that's awesome. I'm not taking away from you giving it a recommended or not recommended or whatever. That's your opinion. But to not discuss the issues in these reviews is disingenuous and pretty fucking pathetic, if you ask me. Anyways, guys, I'm done ranting. My name is Bigfry. You guys know what it is. Leave a comment down below if you guys made it this far in the video. Use the hashtag origin in your comment. Let me know what you guys think. Have you played the game? Have you not played the game? Are you looking to get it? What do you think about everything that I've said? Or if you've read other reviews, seen other reviews, let me know, and let's have a discussion down below. If you guys want to follow me on Twitter and Facebook, it's BigfryTV. All those links are down in the description. Show me some love on that social media. Like and share this video. And if you haven't already, make sure you check out my website. It's bigfry.gg. We do community tournaments, and we're currently working on getting exclusive content over there for you guys. So thank you guys for watching. Shout out to the Fry Nation, and I'll see you on the next one.